We don't have an intro to this podcast. Maybe we'll have one later. And we're back. Hello. This is the Film Crew podcast. My name is Quan.
And I'm Gasper.
And I own Disney stock. There's a reason why I say that.
And I used to, and I sold it
Yeah.
a very long time ago.
There's a reason why I bring up Disney stock. Is because Disney has gone through some backlash the last couple days. Not backlash, but they're getting sued, which isn't very good as an investor to hear. That's right. Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney over the fact that I think it's like contract issues, I believe. So
Yep.
basically Scarlett Johansson did the Black Widow, everything was fine, and her contract states that it's gonna be a theater only release. And she was gonna make her money based on the box office thing. Unfortunately, Disney had other ideas and decided to say fuck the contract, we're gonna do Premiere Plus, and I guess because of that, the box office didn't do as well. And she, her, well, let's not state opinions. Let's state only facts here. Facts was Scarlett Johansson stated that the contract was breached because it was a theater. The Black Widow was not a theater only release. Therefore, her attorney said that I guess she lost about $50 million from it. Disney is saying that, hey, first of all, COVID, that's fucked up, which even like that's its whole thing. But they were saying that she made $20 million from the box office plus compensation from all the Premiere Plus money. They said they stated that because of the Premiere Plus compensation, she actually made more money than if they only did a theater only release. Those are the facts right now. Uh, Legally speaking, if the contract does say that Black Widow's only gonna be a theater only release, Disney's gonna lose because that's what the contract said. Disney breached contract.
Right.
And that's pretty much it. Actually, no, that's not it. A bunch of people are also coming out and saying, "Hey, we think we're getting screwed over," such as Emma Stone and Emily Blunt. Now, do I believe that? Based because of Emma Stone with Cruella and Emily Blunt with it was Emily Blunt
Oh,
and
from
Dwayne Johnson
Jungle Cruise?
said it. Uh,
Jungle Cruise, right?
yeah. So I guess Dwayne Johnson said stuff, and then Emily Blunt said, "Hey, maybe I'm also gonna sue." I don't know if they have more of a case just because we're only stating facts here. So the facts is the only thing we know as the public is that they're in a similar situation as Scarlett Johansson. That does not mean that their contract stated theater only release or not. That's why I'm
Right.
saying they don't really have, from what I'm seeing as the public eye, they don't seem to have that much more of a case. Scarlett Johansson
Right.
does because her contract clearly states it.
Yeah. And now I say we go into opinions on it.
Well, I don't
How
want
do you feel about the whole situation?
to. I don't want to state my opinion, but as an investor, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna. I'm not a financial advisor, therefore I'm not gonna give financial opinions. I'm only gonna state the facts. That was the facts. also the fact that I'm also considering as an investor is how much will Disney really lose? Disney is a what, $100 billion company, and
Yeah, multi-billion.
yeah, her attorney, Scarlett Johansson's attorneys, stated, "Hey, she isn't compens. She lost a total compensation of $50 million. Um, Based on that, we can safely say,
Did they say how they got the numbers?
I no, that's just what
I
they're
wonder.
stating. The point is, that's like, you know, Disney can wipe their ass with $50 million. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. That's super easy for them. But that is the only thing. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna go on break real quick. I think Gaspar just crashed. And we're back. Technical difficulties.
On my end, sorry about that, but we're back.
Okay, but I was saying,
Uh,
I,
yeah, go ahead.
I was saying that Disney can wipe their asses with $50 million. It's super easy for them
Yeah,
to do. Not to
yeah,
mention,
most likely.
I know a lot of actors, actresses, writers are uh backing Scarlett Johansson. Uh, that being said, the worst case scenario is, you know, stock drops and it's gonna come back up because you have Hawkeye, you have all of these other Phase 4 movies coming out.
Like 20 shows
Yeah.
and movies. Um, yeah. I'm gonna throw my opinion out there. Well, not really an opinion, just kind of like a observation. Just she has to do what she has to do to get paid for the for what she worked on.
Yeah.
Uh, I think it was a really personal movie for her because it
Yeah.
most likely is the last time we're gonna see her. And
That's
it's in the contract.
yeah.
um, we'll see what happens. I kind of like how Disney played the COVID card,
It is
which
one of
was a
those
little
things.
unnecessary. So I mean, yeah, it's a little weird. Trying to think of like the last time Disney got sued by a actor slash actress because of this. I mean, it hasn't happened
Yeah.
because they didn't have Disney Plus back then, and we weren't in these times where we have the choice of watching it at home for $30 or going to the movies to
Yeah.
watch it. So it's a weird one, but you know, it's 50-50, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's,
Observation.
yeah. The M. Well, I do. I guess I have to bring this up because Emma Stone and Emily Blunt did say they were in a similar situation. However, they stated that they weren't gonna do anything. From what I saw, the articles I saw, they said they weren't gonna do anything until they saw what the box office release was like, which makes me think okay, okay, if you're saying what you're saying, as in, you know, there's also a contract issue, why not just sue now? But I guess if
Yeah.
the box office is good, they don't really care, I guess. But yeah, that's Disney news. Not the brightest news for investors. We'll see. I don't know if.
So go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say the internet won't get mad for too long. This has happened, like things like this happened before, and the internet gets mad, and then they kind of forget about it because they're looking for something new to get mad at.
Yeah. So really quick, staying on the same topic about actors suing big corporations, companies, whatever. Gerard Butler,
Mm,
which I haven't really seen a movie from him in a while. Can't think of one. I want to say Gerard Butler hit his peak at 300, and it was just like kind of downhill after that. I didn't really see him make another film as good as 300. But anyways, for Olympus Has Fallen, which was
okay.
released back in 2013,
Yeah.
he's filing a lawsuit for not for the productions
Okay.
that are New Image, Millennium Media, and Nuestro Productions.
Okay.
Uh, was never intended to pay him the net profits of that movie. It says the film has grossed about 170 million worldwide, and he hasn't seen a penny from that in net profits.
Okay. Now,
He's saying last thing, he's saying that I don't know how he's getting this number, but he's saying that he's owed at least 10 million dollars from the success of that movie.
okay.
And this is back from 2013.
Uh, does the contract again? Does the contract say he's supposed to get net profit?
It doesn't say anything about that.
So I'd say that's a similar similar situation of we'll have to see. Well, I we won't have to see. It's not our business what Gerald Butler or even Emma Stone and Emily Blunt what their contracts are. But if their contract does say something and the company is not doing said thing, then they're legally in the right.
Yeah. Um, I would say within to the end of this year, I can see a lot of actors and actresses trying to sue because of this whole thing going on, or it might just die out by then.
It's probably gonna die out. At
But
least,
it's definitely going to become a trend.
yeah,
We're going to see a good amount stating that they're not receiving the right payment.
yeah.
So yeah,
Just at least renegotiate if you don't want to pay your like your people more.
yeah,
Renegotiate the contract. That's what Disney should have done if they wanted to do Premiere Plus. They should have had Marvel renegotiate so that they can like, yeah.
yeah.
Uh, but that being said, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've never felt more disconnected from this like Hollywood in my entire life than this moment, right? Because it's one of those things where people are saying like, "Oh, you got paid $20 million," and the attorneys are like, "Well, yeah, but you actually owe us $50 million more." And I'm just like, dude, that's $20 million. I'd be happy with like $2,000, right?
Yeah,
Is I've never felt more disconnected from like multi-million-dollar millionaires and up. Like imagine Jeff Bezos came to us and when like, yeah, you paid me like $10 million, but you still owe me like $30 million. It's like, yo, do you not have any millions to wipe your ass with? Do you need more? Are you running out of money to wipe your ass?
yeah,
I feel so disconnected.
yeah. Strange times.
Yeah,
But yeah, I guarantee you we're gonna see maybe like five more cases pop out exactly like this. So
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Anything else you got to say about these two situations?
Well, I hope Disney doesn't get shut down. Um,
I don't think there's. ever a chance for Disney to get shut down.
Well, they might. Here's the thing. Speculation is if all the actors and actresses and all the other like people kind of like go on strike and like refuse to make movies and things like that, that's just gonna Disney's gonna tank. That's what
That's
I'm worried
true.
about. As an investor, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Huh. Well, good thing I'm not investing.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, I guess I kind of am. Going to Disneyland and stuff. I don't know.
you're helping
Um,
me out as an investor by going to Disneyland.
oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Uh, on a lighter note, if that's all we have to talk about with you know, any all these legal actions happening. We did get a trailer for a movie I talked about earlier this year, maybe last year.
Yeah.
Uh, Ghostbusters Afterlife
Okay.
got an official trailer released this Wednesday. So it was after our whole big trailer episode, and looks really promising.
Nice.
And we got a glimpse of Ray from the original Ghostbusters.
Okay.
So, and there's been some action figures released, which
Nice.
has the original Ghostbusters.
Okay.
So we can most likely see them in the movie, like minus Egon, but
Right. Right.
um, it seems like it's gonna be like a direct sequel to, or yeah, direct sequel to the second Ghostbusters movie,
Okay.
and it looks like it's gonna stay true to the Ghostbusters feel. So yeah, check that
Because
trailer out.
I wasn't born back in the day of Ghostbusters 2, but I think a lot of Ghostbusters fans were waiting for a Ghostbusters 3. I heard a lot of like things like people talking about Ghostbusters 3. And then,
Yeah.
I've never seen Ghostbusters 2016, but that came out
Mm.
and people were,
I heard
yeah.
it was horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never watched it, so
I totally forgot about that one, but yeah, I heard it was a letdown. Like I think they had like um Bill Murray or something. Some one of the original Ghostbusters, and they didn't even properly use them. I think they used them as a cameo or like
oh, okay.
just like a random character. So like it didn't even, I don't know. I feel like Ghostbusters needs to have the original cast
Yeah.
to shine in a new movie.
Or at least if you're
Mm,
gonna use the original cast, use them as the original cast, not as a
yeah,
cameo.
yeah,
At the end of the day, it is a remake, so we can't really give them flack for that.
that's
Uh,
true. And then this one is going to be a continuation of the story. So
okay.
yeah.
We'll have to wait and
Other than
see.
that, um, did you watch anything over the week?
No, I've gotten really into Pokemon lately. I haven't watched any Pokemon stuff, but it does. I am reminded of Pokemon the movie too, where all the Pokemans cried because Ash sacrificed himself to save Pikachu. God, oh Jesus. Oh, by the way, spoilers, but everyone should have. I'm sure everyone knows that by now. If not, then I'm
Yeah.
sorry, spoilers.
Did you know they're making a Pokemon game where it seems like you're like in earlier times?
All like
Like
the
kind of
medieval
like,
ages.
yeah, like feudal Japan, I guess.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Like it, or at least, I mean, not that early, but like definitely not like the technology style Pokemon games that we've been getting recently. Like I think even the Pokeballs are gonna look different.
Oh, well, I
Something like that.
I
I forgot what
remember.
it's called.
I remember. They did the whole like Nintendo did the whole release and they talked about Pokemon. They were gonna make a Pokemon remake of Diamond and Pearl, I believe.
Yes.
Which the only thing I remember
Hmm.
was it was complete garbage. Like the graphics was like really bad. And then they were gonna make an actual like better Pokemon, but kind of like a I don't remember what it was, but it looked like a Pokemon or a Pokemon sequel that everyone wanted of you actually throwing like Pokeballs and like sneaking around as a character. I don't remember too much about it. I think it was like an MMORPG, but don't quote me on that. All I remembered was it looked so much better than the Diamond and Pearl remake.
All right. So the new one is going to be called Pokemon Legends
Yeah,
Arceus.
yeah, that's the one that everyone's looking out for.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a part of. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. So it's actually a prequel
Okay,
to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and it's released January 28th of next year.
yeah,
So we're almost there. And yeah, pretty much I guess the point of it is to create Sinnoh's first Pokédex.
okay,
And it says Pokeballs in this era were made of wood and puff steam.
okay. That's kind of okay. I kind of remember that because they had like a really cool like intro with like the bamboo and the ink writing, the calligraphy.
Yeah. So yeah. You play Pokemon Sword Shield?
I did. Uh, it was surprising. I'm not gonna say it was difficult, but it was a little bit easier than I remember Pokemon games to be. It was
Yeah.
definitely a lot easier than Emerald. Um, I
Mm,
think the biggest thing I didn't like was the fact that you have like Emerald, you have Lugia. Sorry, not Lugia. That's Johto.
wow, you're going way back.
Yeah, you have like the Rayquaza and the Latios, and
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the legendary for this one, but you have to catch it, so it's super easy to catch because
Yeah.
you need to catch it to progress the storyline. So I literally caught that Pokemon in like was one Pokeball,
Yeah.
which that
Um
kind of sucked.
yeah, it definitely felt a lot faster to finish this game. I think like it took me a few hours
Yeah,
maybe, like at least 12 hours to complete the game, like the whole tournament and everything
yeah.
but yeah. If you guys are playing Pokemon out there, uh I'll let out my friend code for the Switch.
I won't
And
because
then
I haven't used my Switch in a while.
yeah, neither have I, but I was gonna jump on it actually today and didn't get the chance to, but I want to play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched I actually got into the Harley Quinn show. I don't know if I talked about it last time.
Oh,
I don't think, but that was released in 2019. They have 3 seasons. You can watch all 3 on HBO Max,
is it the animated one?
and it's the animated
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah.
And it's like really good.
Nice.
So, being a fan of Batman's Batman the Animated Series back in the late 90s, I think the
Yeah.
reruns were starting at that point and I was really into them. Um got a lot of like these like inside jokes that they had
Yeah.
with and pretty much just being a fan of Batman's rogue gallery from that point to even now, there's a lot of jokes in there that like not a regular viewer would
Understand.
get
Okay.
because just for example, Bane in this show, he talks exactly how Tom Hardy talks in The Dark Knight Rises,
Yeah.
and he has like that high pitched voice the entire show. It was pretty funny for the first what was it, like season and a half, but then there was an episode where it was just all pretty much Bane in control, and I don't know, I got tired of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean it's a really well written show,
Right.
and where I'm at, Harley Quinn is dealing with things that I think are very relatable in the world
Okay.
with a lot of people. So it's a good show. It's really good. It focuses on Harley Quinn and her team and what she goes through when there aren't any superheroes and Gotham is pretty much ran by Batman's Rogue Gallery.
Okay.
So, but yeah, other than that, I mean, I watched Desperado again, directed by Robert Rodriguez, and
It's
a really good film. Um, I was looking at how well this movie is because of how he made his first film, El Mariachi, where he raised 7,000, or he saved actually $7,000, and majority of that went into the film for the camera.
okay.
And he had no crew, so he didn't even have a storyboard. He couldn't show anyone the
Yeah.
storyboard if he had one. Um, and it was just one camera for that movie. And between that movie and Desperado, I mean, you can tell the big difference in budget, but yeah, it got me pretty pumped up to make a film again. Cause
Yeah.
to think to think how those two movies are the same director and even not that far apart from each other in release dates.
Yeah. It's really cool when cuz when you watch movies like that, you get a sense that like it's one of those things where it's like, "Oh, I can do that too." Because it's
Yeah,
right? All you really need is a camera and people.
yeah,
Um so really low budget movies, they're kind of fun to watch because it inspires.
yeah.
Like,
But yeah, other than that, didn't really watch that many things this week. But
that
yeah.
and it's very unique because all we were going to talk about were all the lawsuits that came out. Um,
Yeah, I tried researching some more like throughout history and none really that appealing compared to the two that we talked about.
yeah,
Plus they're the most recent, so
we'll have to wait and see what happens. Worst
I
case
mean,
scenario, yeah.
what's the next big movie being released?
Well, Jungle Cruise just came out yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
I don't see the box office doing well for that movie.
yeah,
It
that kind of sucks.
yeah.
I don't think many people really know about Jungle Cruise. I didn't know about it
Yeah.
because I've never been to Disneyland. Um, but
Which at the same time, it doesn't really have to do with anything about the ride. But at the same time, the ride is just kind of there. It's not
yeah,
really like, I mean, it's just the theme Jungle Cruise. It's not, I don't think it was ever meant to be a movie.
yeah,
Like Pirates of the Caribbean made sense, you know, because I mean, it's about pirates.
yeah.
This is just about a jungle. Like, I don't know. I'll wait until Disney Plus releases it on like for free or no premiere access, I guess
Yeah.
is the best way to put it. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Oh,
In that case,
is
I think
that
we're all done today for
it?
today.
All right. Okay. Well, in that case, we have our own YouTube channels, Gaspar underscore the underscore creature. I have Dury Quan and Quan is Gaming. I talk about Pokemon because I'm doing a whole Nuzlocke challenge on Quan is Gaming. I don't want to get into the details here, but it's just a different way of playing Pokemon. Instagram Film Crew 7, Twitter at Crew Film, but don't follow that because we're not gonna do anything with that. Uh, Literally any Spotify podcast channel ever you can find us on, or on YouTube because I timestamp all of the videos. But that's about it.
So yeah, we leave you with a message. Read your contracts.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, we're the Film Crew podcast,
Yes, we are. My name is Quan,
and I'm Casper.
and we will see you all next time.
Next time.
We also don't have an outro either. We'll probably have one soon.